Hey, welcome to Bahasa Little Project. This is your level 1 lesson 7. Okay, so again, welcome back to those of you who have learned from us since our first lessons. And if you haven't, you want to check out our playlist on our channel or on Spotify because you need to learn from our first lesson before moving on. Okay? So we will now continue our lesson and learn more grammar, okay, more words, more vocabulary, and also more sentences. As always, Bahasa Little Project is brought to you by Xspace Bali. You can email us at xspacebali at gmail.com to buy lesson notes, books, or for private lessons. And you can also support us by donating any amount to paypal.me/xspacebali. We are always very grateful to our generous donors who have donated and supported us. You can also follow us on Instagram and find our podcast on Spotify. Okay, let's move on now and learn some more grammar. And this time we will learn past tense. Last time in our lesson 6, we learned the present tense form of I eat, which is saya makan. Now let's learn the past tense form, which is saya makan also. So this is just an example, a good example to show you that we don't really have a strict grammar in Bahasa. So for present and past, in this case, it's the same two words, saya makan, for I eat and I ate. So there you go. The present tense of I eat in Bahasa is saya makan, and also the past tense form of I ate in Bahasa is also saya makan. So it's the same thing. Okay? So basically you can use saya makan, kami makan, kamu makan, mereka makan. Something that we have learned in our previous lessons, both in present form and also in past form. Okay? So there is nothing left there to learn because it's exactly the same. Now let's move on and learn some more adverb of time. So last time we learned about the adverb of time for present tense, like every day, usually, and always. Now let's learn adverb of time for past tense, such as last week, last month, and last year. So last in Bahasa is lalu. Well, that's the rough translation. Okay, so basically, if you want to say last week is minggu lalu. So week is minggu. Okay, one more time. Minggu lalu. Okay, minggu lalu. That's the normal speed for last week. Minggu lalu. Now, last month is bulan lalu. Okay, so month is bulan in Bahasa. And this is something extra for you, some extra lesson. Bulan can also mean the moon, like the moon on the sky. Okay, so bulan can mean two things: month, as in last month, and also the moon. Okay, the moon in the sky. So again, last month is bulan lalu. Okay, bulan lalu. And last year is tahun lalu. One more time slower. Tahun lalu. Okay, tahun lalu. This is also a very interesting note for you guys. We usually do not really pronounce the letter H. So we do not really pronounce it as tahun, but tahun. Okay, one more time. Tahun. Tahun lalu. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so now the next step is you can combine the phrase saya makan, kamu makan, and your new vocab adverb of time for past tense. Okay, so how do you say we ate last month? How do you say it in Bahasa? Kami makan bulan lalu. Or the normal speed would be kami makan bulan lalu. Okay, move on. How do you say you ate last year? Kamu makan tahun lalu. Okay? Kamu makan tahun lalu. The normal speed would be kamu makan tahun lalu. Okay? So you can practice that. Try to combine your sentence and try to put your adverb of time also. Okay? So if you have done that, good job. Now it's time for us to move on. We will now learn some more vocabularies. And this time we will learn some cool vocabularies in connection with question. Okay? How do you make better or cooler questions or more complete question or more complicated questions? So first we will learn how to say when. When is kapan. Okay, slower. Kapan. Kapan. Okay, kapan. Where is di mana. Di mana. Di mana. Oh, that's the accent if you want to learn it. Di mana. Kapan. Okay. And who is siapa. Siapa. Siapa? Siapa. And why is mengapa? 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 Or we have the informal equivalent in Bahasa, which is kok. K-O-K. We will learn about it in the future, I believe. But for now, you can stick with mengapa. Okay? So one more time. How do you say why? Mengapa. Okay? How do you say what? What is apa? Very simple. Apa. 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 If you are, when you are angry, maybe at some point. Apa. And then, last but not least is how. This is quite long. Bagaimana. Bagaimana. Okay, the normal speed would be bagaimana. Bagaimana. So, it is not bagai when you saying it quickly. It's bagai. Bagaimana? Okay? So yeah, practice that. Practice saying kapan, di mana, siapa, mengapa, apa, bagaimana. As natural as possible. And now we will also learn a very useful expression. Oh, there's a typo again here with useful. I believe you're English expert out there will notice that. So we will learn a useful expression of please. This is very important, right? Please do this, please do that. In Bahasa, if you want to say please, you just say tolong. 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 It's like too long, but, well, not really, but it's kind of like too long. So it's tolong. Tolong. So, please go. Tolong pergi. Okay? Please come. Tolong datang. Okay, so you need to practice that. Very useful little expression. Tolong. Okay? So now let's move on, and we have created sample sentences that you can practice with. So number one is kapan kamu makan di restoran. So the normal speed would be kapan kamu makan di restoran, with the accent kapan kamu makan di restoran. Kapan kamu makan di restoran. Okay? Kapan kamu makan di restoran. Okay? I hope that by now you already understand the meaning of the sentence, right? Because we have learned all the words in our previous lessons. But if you haven't understood it, you can go back and review our previous lessons. Okay? So obviously kapan is when, kamu is you. So when do you eat at the restaurant? Number two is dia tidak membeli pen minggu lalu. Dia tidak membeli pen minggu lalu. Normal speed would be dia tidak membeli pen minggu lalu. Dia tidak membeli pen minggu lalu. Okay? She or he did not buy pen last week. Okay? Dia tidak membeli pen minggu lalu. Number 3. Apakah mereka pergi ke airport bulan lalu? Apakah mereka pergi ke airport bulan lalu? The normal speed. Anyone can translate that to English, please? You can comment on YouTube on the comment section below. Well, obviously, I will tell you now the answer. Did they go to airport last month? Okay, so there you go. Practice that because you can use these sample and simple sentences in your daily conversation and practice your bahasa. Now it's time for some questions, I believe. Yeah, test yourself. Now this one, this is the time for you to practice, and you can submit your answer to this question by commenting on YouTube. If you are listening to this on Spotify, then you can go to YouTube and pause your answer there. It is important because we will be able to correct you. And if you have any questions also, you can also comment below. Okay? So the first question is, did we eat at restaurant last month? Oh, there's something wrong here. Did we eat at restaurant last month? That's it. Okay, so just ignore the school part. I do not know why we have the school there. So just, did we eat at restaurant last month? Okay, without school. Number 2 is, I did not buy a car last year. Again, there is a typo there. We need the T, but I believe you know that. So I did not buy a car last year. And the last one is, we bought a book yesterday. Okay, so answer those questions. And if you have any other question, go ahead, let us know, and we will try to answer your questions. And as always, you can email us at xspacebali@gmail.com to buy lesson notes, to buy books, or if you want private lessons. You can support us by donating any amount to paypal.me/xspacebali. We are always very grateful to our generous donors who have supported us along the way. And obviously, you can also follow us on Instagram for additional lessons. And remember, you can find our podcast on Spotify. So that's it for our lesson today. I hope you have learned something from it. Remember, without practice, you will not make any progress. So make sure to practice and reach us out if you have any question. Good job for today, and I will see you in our next lesson. Dadah!